Good evening. My name is Jake Prigoff, and I am a cancer survivor. Now, before I get started, I want to give a big thank you. A thank you to Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Let's give them a round of applause. This is really such a wonderful, wonderful event. And the first time I heard about this, I was at Cycle for Survival, which is another amazing event that they hold where people go spinning and we raise a ton of money. This past year, we raised millions and millions of dollars towards cancer research here at Memorial Sloan Kettering. And I met some of the team members, and we had a blast. We had so much fun. And a few weeks later, they came to me and they said, Jake, do you want to come speak at an event we're having in June? And I said, yeah, of course. I would absolutely love to come and to share my story with a room full of other cancer survivors. It seemed great. And then the next day came and I said, Jake, what are you going to say? What can I say to a room full of survivors? You guys know all about cancer. You guys know all of the big things that happen when a doctor looks at you and tells you that you have cancer. So I said, all right, well, I only have a few minutes, so let's talk about some little things. Some of the little things that come along with a cancer diagnosis. Things like that feeling you got the first time you woke up to a pillow covered in hair. It's a feeling that you never forget, and in the grand scheme of life, it's just a dirty pillow, right? But that feeling is going to stick with you forever. Little things like taking a bite of your favorite food after your first day of chemo. Something tastes different. Now, it may not make you nauseous, it may not send you running to the bathroom, but something's just different. It's the little things. The little things like every morning when you get up and you go into the shower and you sing your favorite song, all of a sudden when you have cancer, you don't sing it anymore. Maybe you stop humming, you stop whistling your favorite tune. That's what it was for me. Music in my life stopped. My singing stopped. My whistling stopped. Now, something you need to know about me is that I've been a singer ever since I was little. I remember when I was 3, 4, 5 years old, I would go to my best friend JB's house, and his entire family would come to the living room, and they would say, Jake, you have to sing for us. You have to sing for us. And I'd say, no, don't make me sing. Stop. And they'd say, Jake, you have to sing for us. So I'd say, okay. And I would sing. And I would sing my song, the song from Titanic, and I would absolutely love it. The rush you get when you sing, at least for me, it overwhelms me. The rush I get performing when, performing for people, when two notes just come together and they fit so perfectly. It feels so right. Now, I'd been a singer essentially all my life, and then 9th grade, something started to change a little bit. My voice changed, and this wasn't the typical, okay, you're in 9th grade, your voice is changing. But my voice really was different. I couldn't hit the high notes that I was once able to hit very easily. I couldn't hold out that really long, belting note at the end of a song that everybody loves to hear and gets you on the edge of your seat. I couldn't hit those notes. I couldn't keep singing. And so we went, and I saw a doctor with my parents. And you guys can assume how this story goes. A few months later, I was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. All from singing. That's how I found out. And once you're told that you have cancer, all of a sudden singing is so insignificant. It's such a little part of your life. And you say, okay, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. So what? I can't sing. I have to fight cancer right now. I need to spend time with the people that I love, my family, my friends, because I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And all of a sudden, the little things start to take a back seat. For me, that was singing. Flash forward about 5 years, I had gone through all of my treatment. I had chemo, I had radiation here at Memorial Sloan Kettering. And I was in college, and I came back from college to visit my family, and we were sitting at the dinner table, and, as I do, I was humming. Now keep in mind, for the second I was diagnosed with cancer, I stopped singing. It didn't happen anymore. When I was in the shower, I didn't have the strength. I didn't have, that happiness, that little jolt in the morning that gets you to sing your favorite song. So 5 years later, when I came back and I was having dinner with my family, I was whistling. It's something that I love to do. And so naturally, something that my sister loves to do is she hits me and she says, "Jake, shut up." And so I stop. 30 seconds later, I start again because I don't even realize that I'm doing it. And she says, "Jake," and she really hits me this time, and she says, "Shut up." And I turn over and I look at my mom, and she has this look on her face. She has this smile. And it wasn't that smile of like, "Oh, I'm so happy my kids are home from college," or, "Look at my kids bickering." I looked at her and I was just like, what's going on? And she said, "That was the moment I knew." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "It had been about 6 months after your last day of radiation therapy, and I heard you singing in the shower." She said, "Your hair had already grown back, essentially. You had looked the same, but something wasn't right. And that day that I heard you singing in the shower, that was the day that I knew that you were going to be okay." See, cancer can dull a lot of things in our lives. We say, "I don't want to sweat the small stuff," but what we also don't realize is that it can dull some of the really amazing things, those little things in our lives that we get so much joy out of and we take so much pride in. Now, nowadays, I get to sing every week with 12 of my best friends in the world. And they may not know it, but every single time I get to sing with them, I appreciate it so much. Because singing to me is more than just singing. Singing to me is a reminder that I am a cancer survivor. I am a champion. I beat it. I'm also a medical student, which every now and then can steal me away from the group for a little bit, but it's wonderful because now I get to train to give back to a community that gave me so much, one day as a surgical oncologist. Someday, I hope that I can fill a room like this with my patients who will be able to say to themselves, "I can really appreciate the little things in life now." For me, that little thing was singing, and I get to appreciate it every day now. So my question to you when you leave this room is, what is going to be your little thing? Thank you.
We go hide away in daylight. We go undercover, wait out the sun. Got a secret side and